Well, what I'm seeing in the social space is a fundamental shift. Most marketers manage platforms like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. But what we're seeing is customers want customer service. What we're finding is people come onto a Facebook page and they want a problem solved, or where to find a new product, or what the price of a particular product is. Whereas marketers are trying to push a marketing message or sell a new product or something else. So what we're doing at Philips is looking at how we can use the existing branded channels to be customer service focused. Then we can develop unbranded channels or focus on advocates or influencers in the social space to sell our message for us. So it's much better than to have 100 food bloggers talking about the merits of our wonderful, say, air fryer, than it is about us trying to put a marketing message onto a Facebook page where people are trying to solve the problem. So that's the way forward for us: advocacy, moving to unbranded channels and focusing on content marketing. Yeah, our primary publishing channels are Philips owned properties first, so our website, the owned social platforms. Then the next two for us in terms of priority are LinkedIn and Twitter. Mainly because we're predominantly B2B business now, and those platforms lend themselves very nicely to thought leadership. Now, we still maintain Facebook platforms and we work with blogs and influencers, but we find that's a very tactical, short-term conversation, mainly about consumer products. So in some ways, we generate a lot of false engagement, have a competition like this, but that doesn't really move the needle in the business. I'd much rather put resources behind doing a wonderful white paper, putting that on a B2B platform like LinkedIn, targeting by job title in terms of advertising, and then getting to download that. That for us goes into our Salesforce.com funnel, and that leads to, hopefully at the end of the day, new sales. Twitter's great for us because we've actually used it for thought leadership. So we have a large volume of content marketing that we're doing, so we can focus around key themes like future of health and so on. So we're creating niche communities on Twitter and we're getting a lot of interaction there. Now the good news is it's an amplification channel for us. So once we put content onto Twitter, our influencers and people who are connecting onto the Twitter account are spreading that message further for us. Now, it tends to be a bit more short-term in nature, so it could be about an event or a keynote or a roundtable that we do, but also it is very, very focused. So in the same way that LinkedIn is, rather than or opposed to Twitter, or opposed to Facebook, which is much more a broader community. So Twitter and LinkedIn we treat almost equally because it's very targeted around thought leadership.